Okay, welcome back to the channel. I've been away for a while, been working, been on leave, been down to Peru. Did a nice little video about Peru, check it out, I'll put a link in the description. But anyway, I'm back into yachting. I'm in Fort Lauderdale. I'm at Pier 66 to be more precise. You can see the building in the background there, the tower. But this is Pier 66. Hotel and marina. So marina, it was originally built as a fueling station. It became a marina, and then the marina became a resort, and that's in the background. It's more than a hotel. It's not just this tower, it's the whole area. I'll show you some aerial shots, but it is huge. So we're back. We're looking at yachts. We came here specifically. I'm staying here specifically so I can get access to the marina. There's some nice yachts in here, only small ones. I know what you're thinking. They look huge, but they're not. They're small. The biggest yacht that's here right now is 45 meters, which is in the background over here, called Carpe Diem 2, which I'll show you in a little bit. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you subscribed. If you haven't subscribed and you're just watching this video, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll bring you as much as I can from here while I'm in Florida. Okay, so we're gonna have a look, see what's in. When I arrived, there was a large yacht in, and when I say large yacht, I mean about 70 meters. There was one in. I arrived late at night, and then I saw it as I came over the bridge, 17th Street Bridge, and then when I got up the next day, it had left already. So I don't know what the yacht was. The biggest yacht here, as far as I can tell right now, is this yacht here, which is called Carpe Diem 2. So that's the biggest yacht that's in right now. So that's, to me, that's a small yacht. I've never worked on a yacht this small. The yachts I generally work on are over 100 meters. So that's what I class as a big yacht. This yacht actually is for sale, if you're interested. It does about 20 knots, I believe. It's quite well equipped from what I can see technically. I don't know an awful lot about it, but it is for sale. And if you're interested, the owner will take offers of around $14 million. So this snip in today's market. I like the name of this boat. This is my motto. So I think these yachts are for sale. That's not a name that you would give a boat usually. It seems to be the name of the company that makes it. Ocean Alexander 120 being 120 feet, which I don't know what that is in meters. I would say it's about 40 meters. I know I'm not an expert on feet, but we are in the United States. They still use the imperial system. Quick bit of car spotting here. Ferrari California T. Very nice. Those of you who are not into cars, that is the convertible Ferrari. That's convertible hardtop Ferrari. And this is the new one. This is the turbocharged engine. It's the same engine that is in the 488, I believe, but it's just detuned. It's got less power. That is certainly nice. Okay, so you can see here, they got water coming out. Let's have a look here. This is, so it would appear they have a generator running. So basically the generator runs to give power to the boat, and the generator is water cooled. So the water is taken in, passed through the engine, cools the engine, and then comes out the other side. But it's strange because they have what appears to be a shore connection, which is these yellow cables here. And generally, and I can see it's running, you can see the meter there. So the meter's running. So they've got shore power, but they seem to be running a generator as well. So that generally happens when the shore connection can't produce enough power to give them all the power they need. So the generator kicks in anyway. And you can see all of these smaller boats, they've just got one cable. That's for their shore power. They can also provide water as well, but I don't see there's a water tap down there. And generally, that's a good way to get your fresh water on board, so you don't have to use your RO plants. So here's Carpe Diem up close. Carpe Diem 2, should I say. Got a British flag on it. It's probably a no, it looks like, I can't tell because the flag's not flying, but not properly, I mean. But it appears to have a British flag on it, but it's most likely from a Caribbean island. It's probably got the defaced part of it, which is out of sight right now. You see you've got shore power again. So basically one of the jobs of the engineers when the boat arrives is they'll come in and quickly they'll get the cables ready as the boat comes in, and then as soon as they dock they'll come ashore, plug in the cables, get the power up on board, synchronize the power, and then they'll shut down the generators, and that way they have to pay the marina of course for the electricity, but it's cheaper than running your generators, and also you're not using any fuel. So that's generally why they do it. The bigger boats, so the ones over 100 meters, they never use shore power because they got too much stuff going on, but there's no marina could give them enough power to run everything, so they don't bother. But the yachts like maybe under 100 meters, they can use it. This like I said, this one's small in comparison. And if you're thinking, what's this guy talking about? This is huge. Yes, it is a large yacht. It's a super yacht. It's a large yacht, but a small super yacht. So a super yacht generally is anything, I would say anything over 40 meters you could consider to be a super yacht. But really what people talk about as super yachts are boats that are really over 100 meters. And then you actually, super yachts probably more likely between, I would say 50 and 100 meters. And then anything over 100 meters, you're getting into mega yacht territory. And certainly anything over 120 meters, you're talking mega yachts. So whenever you're looking at these boats, always spare a thought for the crew. The crew are most likely down here at the bottom, on or below the waterline sometimes. On the big yachts, they can be below the waterline. But these small portholes at the front here, they generally are where the crew reside. And you can see the shape of the boat as the bow is going into the bow. So the crew cabins can be some weird shapes. So I'll just talk about the fenders for a second. So you can see the fenders here. These are deployed by the deckhands as they come in. The boats are generally designed, they have a fairing on, so basically over the metal construction of the shell, they put over this, like, I don't even know what it's made of. It's like an acrylic, like a heavy duty plastic, which is put over the metal, and then it's polished to a high standard. So that's why they always look like they're plastic, even though they're not, or fiberglass or something like that. So they have these fender covers, which it goes over. You can see this black thing here. It's like a shaped like this, and the rope is passed through it. It's got a little chrome bezel on the bottom. This is something that they place onto the side of the boat, so they can hang the fender from it, and it doesn't scratch and damage the boat. So and then you can see the rope that's gone up there, and then the deckhands, being the fastidious type, they will tie the rope off when they've finished. When the fender's in position and they've docked, they'll tie the rope off in this nice little pattern here. One other thing you might notice on these boats here is you don't see any funnels these days. Whether you can see that. Let's try and get in a good position here. But traditionally, think of all the old ships. Think of the Titanic. Think of the Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, and they all have these big funnels. Remember, the Titanic famously had 4 funnels, even though one of them actually didn't work. It was for vanity back those days. The more funnels you had, the bigger the ship was, the more impressive it was. But if you notice, a lot of these boats, they don't have a funnel. Now, why is that? How do they expel the exhaust gases? Well, they actually expel exhaust gases. Some of the boats, not all of them, some of them do have funnels, but some of them have underwater exhaust pipes. So basically the exhaust gases are expelled under the hull of the ship, and then they just basically go out into the atmosphere that way. But it's an interesting way to do it, and that's why. And the main reason why it's done, I believe the main reason why it's done, is basically because when you have a funnel, the smoke blows out the top, and it can blow down onto the back of the ship. So and if the owner sat out there on his $50 million yacht, and there's smoke blowing onto his deck, he's not going to be very happy. So they, especially if you're at anchor and you still got the generators running, you've still got exhaust fumes coming out. So they're not very happy about that stuff. So basically, these exhaust gases will come out underwater, and then they're dispersed easily. And that's why you don't see funnels on many yachts now. You never see smoke coming out the top. This is a very shiny. This is a new boat. Look how shiny that anchor is. That is some seriously clean, bright work. And the anchor pocket, there's the chrome piece around it. It looks like it's never been in the water, that anchor. I'm sure it has, but... Okay guys, that's the end of the video. Sorry about the sunglasses, it's extremely bright now. So I've been filming for a couple of hours and I'm pretty tired, running out of batteries. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope you liked the video. I hope you found it informative. If you did, be sure to like. If you're not a subscriber already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And I will try to bring you some more interesting information soon. Okay guys, take it easy.